Welcome to the video, guys. Me, Rob, and over there is Loki Livewire. And I'm going to test out how much I have learnt about Australia in a few videos. Now, the challenge today is to work out what the Aussie slang is. And we're going to focus on different abbreviations. So, Loki, welcome. Thank you for helping me out with this. You are an Aussie, correct?
Yes, Rob. G'day. I am an Aussie, and I'm going to put you through your paces.
Okay. Do I have my English arrogance and pretend I'm going to do really well, or should I be a little bit more reserved?
Look, to be honest, I'm really interested to see how much similarity there is in how Australians speak to how Brits speak. So I won't be surprised either way. You'll either do really great at this or you'll tank.
Oh, so nothing in between then? No in between.
Well, you never know. Prove me wrong. It's been known to happen.
Well, there's about 20-ish you said earlier on. So
Yep.
let's go. Let's see
And
how
you'll be
well I
shooting,
do.
no shooting. All right, so we're doing abbreviations. Australians, we love to shorten everything. So, these are all abbreviations. It's just a shortened something. Okay, so your first word, Rob, is ambo.
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 Okay.
If you need me to put it in a sentence...
No, I reckon I've sussed a lot of these out. Right? I haven't actually... Okay. I know you sent me a list and I haven't actually properly looked. Ambo, I'm going to assume it is ambulance.
Excellent. And
did I get it right?
Correct.
Yes.
So I'll mark you down. So that's 1 point to Rob.
I reckon I should have had some cocky English arrogance going on because I'm going to boss this. After that first one, that's put me in a positive mood.
You can always ask Pixie for help. Okay.
Eat me.
Your second word is arvo.
See, I reckon it's afternoon.
I reckon.
Is it right?
You're right.
And actually, I only know that one because I've watched Kath and Kim. And I'm sure they've said it in Kath and Kim. So, yeah. I'm doing homework outside of the videos.
That's right. And it's paying off. Like, down the track, it's going to get harder. So, we'll see. This one, I know you're going to know. Bicky.
Bicky? As in tea and Bicky? As in
Absolutely.
As in a Bourbon Bicky? As in the best Bicky in the world, Bourbons?
Never heard of them.
We're not that similar then, are we? If you haven't even had the best biscuit in the world.
No, same words, different meanings. All right. Moving right along, your next word is blowy.
Oh, I don't think blowy means the same as what it means here.
I think I know where you're heading, and no, it's definitely
so it's
not that.
It's not an 18+ video, this one.
No. If it was, I would have warned you.
All right, okay, so it's not that.
No.
Blowy. Okay, this one I am stumped because I automatically can't get that out of my head, what I was thinking originally.
Would you like me to use it in a sentence?
Okay, sure.
Oh my God, who let that damn blowy in?
Blowfly.
Yes! Ding, 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 ding!
If ever you see, there is the odd time when I'm doing a video and all of a sudden a little fly just goes across, probably a bluebell or whatever they call them, but yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. You're doing
Makes
really
sense
well.
now. I still prefer my variation though.
We can do not safe for work videos down the track. Okay, so your next one is bublo.
Bublo.
Bottle O. The bottle O.
The bottle-o. The bottle opener.
No, that's you're sort of in the family, but you're not.
So not a cork bottle cork.
No.
I don't think I'm getting this one.
Okay,
No, I don't
I'll
think
make sure I'll use it in a sentence for you, Rob.
Okay.
On my way home, I'll make sure I stop at the bottle-o.
It's not. Is it a shop that sells alcohol?
Yes.
Because you over there, you have shops that sell alcohol separately, don't you?
Yeah, you guys have off
We
license.
don't. We have off licenses, but they're always really expensive, so we don't actually use them.
Yeah.
So we just get our alcohol from a supermarket.
Okay. Well, over here there are dedicated shop for alcohol, and we just call them bottle shops because that's what they sell, bottles. Okay. But because we shorten everything, the bottle shop becomes the bottle-o.
No, yeah, but it shouldn't be bottle-o, should it? That doesn't make sense. Why would you put an O on the end of it? That one doesn't make sense.
Well, that's just how we say it. I didn't create this.
Just call it like I don't know, the winery or something like that, or the beery, or I can't think, but I don't understand where the O comes in. That makes no sense.
Well, it's like when you were going through trying to figure out what your Australian nickname would be, and you thought you might be Robbo, or like. We tend to put vowels on the end of things just to, because we do.
All right. Well, there's one wrong at least. I've stumbled. I will try not to fall.
All right. 4 out of 5. That's 80%.
It's not bad. Okay, go on then. Number 6.
So, your next one is chippy.
As in the chip shop?
Nope.
Oh. If it's not a chippy, because we would call a chip shop a chippy, probably.
Yeah.
Otherwise, would you call a chippy something to do with wood, kind of a carpenter or someone like that?
Ding, 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 ding.
I assume that's correct.
We have a winner. Yes, it is.
Because we would use the same. We would use the same. The problem is there aren't many carpenters around anymore, so you wouldn't necessarily hear that phrase.
You will on construction sites.
Yeah, probably, actually. Yeah, no, you probably would, actually. Yeah, I expect all the different trades on a building site would use that. But if you're on the outside of it, you probably wouldn't hear it as often.
You wouldn't hear it as often, but it's just one of those things we just know. Like if someone says chippy, that they're talking about a carpenter. We just know.
I would have straight away gone with a chip shop.
Next one, chocky.
Is this similar? Is this similar to as in a building person?
No.
You're not staying on the same theme.
No.
Choppy.
Chocky.
Chocky. Chocolate.
Yes.
Chocolate.
Well, you are really doing well at this.
I just misheard your Australian accent, so chocky. I see. I don't think we could use that word, but I don't think many people do. But I've certainly heard it being used over here.
Yeah. Like I said, as I said from the start, I figured you're either going to do really well or really bad. So at the moment, you're doing really, really well.
It's okay so far.
Your next one, it's a combination, chocky bicky.
It's a chocolate biscuit. I.e.
It's a Tim Tam.
A nice chocolate digestive.
Yeah, nah, Tim Tam.
A nice penguin. A nice penguin biscuit.
You're not luring me in with that.
That'll get people annoyed.
Not getting into an argument.
As soon as I say that, I only say it to get comments, but people fall for it. People fall for it.
I know. Like I say it every time. There's like stuff coming out of your mouth, and I'm like. It's going to get comments about this, and they're going to bitch about that. It's like, it's all good. Doesn't matter if they say shit.
People get so wound up, and it's so funny.
My voice is a source of great dissent and controversy. And it goes through periods. Like, I'll go through a wave of people love it, and I just get all this love in comments and messages. And then I'll hit a that's the most annoying sound on earth group of people.
It
And
is
then I get those
amazing. It
comments.
is amazing what words can do to people, isn't it?
It really is. All right, you ready to keep going?
Yep, keep going. Let's go.
Okay, next word, Chrissy.
Chrissy.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about Christine who lives down the block.
Okay. I was first thinking that. Are you talking about Christmas?
I certainly am, good sir. Ding, ding, ding.
Where
Another one for you.
we would never call it Chrissy. Never would
Never?
we call it. No, we would never. Crimbo, Xmas. I don't know anyone that would call it Chrissy. No.
Crimbo.
Crimbo, bit of Crimbo.
Crimbo.
There you go. That sounds like the sort of thing you guys would say,
I
Crimbo.
know, but it just sounds so wrong.
But Chrissy, like you said, sounds like a lady down the road.
Oh, God. It's just, yeah. It's so similar, yet so not. But that's another one for you. All right.
I'm
Now,
doing
this
quite
one
well.
again. You are doing really, really well. I'm
Yeah.
keeping track. This one is, again, not 18 plus. Okay.
Okay.
The word is cocky.
Cocky. That's me,
Mhm.
isn't it? That's me, cocky. As in
No.
as in arrogant and
No, that's an actual word.
Oh.
Why would we like?
oh, I don't know. Oh,
Right?
Christ,
It's an
it's not that.
abbreviation of
It's not that.
something.
Would it be as in the bird cockatoo?
Yes, it would.
My learning, honestly, me doing like I know that because of watching How to Talk Australians. That's how I know.
Mhm. Oh, that's a fantastic video series. I remember when
is.
I found it years ago.
It's
They're
so
just
good.
brilliant.
It is so good, and they go through the same process of trying to learn these words that everything's shortened and yeah, it's cockatoo.
Yeah, it is. There's also a second meaning for cocky, if you're interested. During colonisation and settlement, farmers would be called cockies because they would always build their farms near water, which is where cockatoos would gather and make the nests. So
That is,
they
that
just
is a little bit more
association.
obscure. That one.
Yeah, that's, you're
Yeah,
learning
that's
something. You
obscure.
can
That is obscure.
keep it or edit it, whatever. It's up to you. The next one, you definitely know the answer to this. The word is footy.
Footy.
Mm-hmm.
Or as
Footy.
us English would say, footy. Now,
We do really say it differently.
I'm going to be very polite. I'm not going to be a typical English person who likes football. I will say it is Australian football. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Well,
I'm
that
not
we-
going to go along the lines of it's football as in round ball football. No, it is the egg
mean, I know. I know what you
It
guys
is. It's
call
that football, right? It's that football.
Yeah, it's that one.
football.
That's footy. Yeah, you know. I don't think even New South Wales or Queensland, I don't think they'd call rugby footy, and it'd just be rugby. Footy definitely only refers to Aussie rules. I feel quite confident in that.
There's a lot of history behind it. There's a lot of history
I know.
behind it. Now, I think everyone knows that football, as in round shaped
Soccer.
football, is
Yeah. It's older.
yeah. Now, whether or not it was put down on paper first, because I do know that they say that Aussie rules was written down before football, or it was, what's the word? Oh, I can't even think the word. Anyway, there's a lot of history to look at.
Legitimized?
Yeah,
Made
something
official?
along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of history, and it's the same over in the United States, obviously, and they had a version of football, and so by the time our soccer came across, there was no room to call it something different.
Something else. Yeah, exactly. All right. Your next word. So there's a couple of variations here. Garbo or garbologist.
Now,
They both mean the same thing.
is it a dustbin driver? Dustman.
I'll give.
When I say,
that one,
and that's
I'll
because
give
I'm using
that one to you.
our version,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah. I'll give that one to you.
You would call
yeah,
them garbage trucks or whatever, yeah,
garbage. Yeah, the garbage
men,
collector.
whatever. And we would call them dustmen because they're
Yep.
dustbins.
That's why I said I'd let you have it. So again, another point to Rob. All right, moving right along. The next word is greenie.
Greenie.
You don't actually hear it a lot these days, but once you know what it is, you'll understand why it's not used a lot now. But it, which is about as
I'll have a guess,
helpful as it's on a ball.
You said you don't hear it much anymore. My first thought is something to do with gardening.
Yeah, not really.
No, okay. I'm not going to say. Someone that cuts grass. Then.
No. It's a little bit more, sort of more activism-y.
Oh, like Greenpeace,
Yeah. Greenies,
environmentalists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Yeah, I should have thought that, really, shouldn't I? That was actually more obvious.
Like I said, once you know what it means, and now you know why it's not used much now, because we do have an existential environmental crisis. So,
are you sure?
Yeah. Like, where have you been living?
Is that why our weather's turned really crap over the? Well.
Yeah, probably. I'm just looking forward to melting this summer. But yeah, back in the 80s when people were protesting, they were really radical, and they'd be, demeaned by going,
On a side note, I don't know if you've heard about the news over here. Yesterday, the M25, which is the ring road around London, known as a giant car park because there's a lot of traffic on it. The environmentalists decided to block the roads, protesting for better house insulation. Right? For houses to be insulated better. By doing that, they had lots of cars with their engines on, polluting the environment even more than they would have if they were allowed to carry on their journey. So, yeah.
Kind of just aims to purpose.
Yeah, so that happened yesterday over here. So, there we go. What score am I on anyway? What's my score?
You're on 11 out of 12, I think.
Are you sure? I don't know if I could get that last one, to be honest. I thought it was a grass person. I'm happy for you to take a point off.
No, I think I gave it to you. 1, 2. All right, there we go. So you're 11 out of 13.
All right, that's not bad. I'll take that. Okay, next one. Let's go.
This next one, you can decide whether you want it in or not.
Gynecologist.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Dr. Lady C, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of that one, and that makes sense. I think we would probably call it that over here as well.
Like I said, you can keep that or cut it. You might not want it.
So I got it right. No, I'm keeping it because I got it right.
All right,
let's move on. Let's move on. Let's keep it on a roll.
All right. Next one is journo.
Journo. A journalist.
Absolutely. Another point.
I hope they're going to get harder at some point.
They will. Wait till we get onto idioms. Yeah. So the worst is yet to come.
Okay. So this video's starting off easy, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm starting off easy.
If you're watching this, and you do want to see me potentially struggle, watch out for the next video. Probably next week. Let's go.
All right. Oldies. As in old people. Yes.
Like retired people.
No. Yes, and no. Yeah. I'll give you half a point for that. I don't think it's something that's used as much by the current generation, but certainly in my generation, we would refer to our parents as the oldies. So, you get invited somewhere and you go, no, I'd love to come, but I'll need to check with my oldies.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
No, we might say oldies as in, like I said, old people, like retired people, and just a generic term without trying to offend, obviously, because, they might not like
In
that.
fact, they are old.
Yeah. Might not like it,
Anyway,
though.
moving on. Now, this one is, I know you've seen this in doing the Aussie meme videos. So the abbreviation, this word, PAV. What
Pav?
is it short for? Yeah.
What, the invention from New Zealand?
Yes.
Pavlova.
The whole word. Thank you very much. Excellent.
I think Pavlova might be English, if I'm honest.
Look, it probably might be.
I think it probably is. I know my wife loves Pavlova. But would you have Eton mess?
What?
Do you not know what Eton mess is? Eton mess is Pavlova that's been smashed up.
Oh, okay.
Eton mess.
I was wondering what it had to do with a school. Eton.
I don't know. Maybe it was for school lunch or something at Eton, and a child was being naughty. I don't know.
It probably. I mean, I think there's a lot of stuff that we have in Australia that we've probably put an Australian sort of perspective on it.
That you've stolen. Stolen.
Yeah, we brought. Well, we were settled by criminals. What do you expect?
Exactly, and I'm sure I've got Kiwis that watch my videos, and I'm sure they will agree that you Aussies have stolen plenty of stuff from them.
Look, anyone that's popular out of New Zealand, we'll claim them until they're unpopular, and then we go, no, they're Kiwis.
Trust me, we do the same. Because over here, where we are Britain and United Kingdom, but we're also obviously individual countries, I made this point about Andy Murray, the tennis player. If he wins, he's British. If he loses, he's Scottish. They can have him back. We don't want him.
Yeah, we do exactly the same. All right, next word. Polly.
Polly? As in Polly want a cracker?
No.
No. Polynesian?
No.
Oh.
Think more corrupt.
A politician?
Yes.
Okay. So basically what you've got at the moment.
Yeah.
A politician.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we wouldn't use the word poly.
Yeah.
No. Actually, I don't think I've ever heard anyone shorten politician. Apart from maybe dickhead or something like that.
Yeah.
We
definitely call them that too. Alright, your next one. Postie.
A postie. A postman. Or woman. Or woman, of course.
Alright, another one for Rob. The next word is posy.
Cozzy.
Posy.
Posy.
P-O-Z-Z-Y. Posy.
Posy. I have no idea. Nothing is springing to mind.
Okay, do you want me to put it in a sentence?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I was doing laps around the block until I managed to jag a good posy.
No, not even that helps. Not even that helps.
Okay, posy is position. So in terms of driving around the block in your car and you're looking for a car park, it's a good posy. You got a good...
I don't even know why you would use that one. Why would you use that one?
Look, it might not be the best example, and your face is like every face of my gaming buddies of past.
It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Why would you ever say that? I just. Yeah.
I know, and look, a lot of this is getting is just not getting used anymore. I grew up in regional Victoria, so it was lots and lots of slang. When I moved to Melbourne, which is much more multicultural, other, how can I say it, white Aussies didn't understand a lot of the slang I was using because it got watered down in Melbourne because of multiculturalism.
All the different countries and.
So it's sort of like there's still the Australian perspective on things, but they don't use as much of the slang. And I'm like, what? How Australian are you that you don't know this word? But that's sort of where it's gone.
Okay.
All right.
So basically, no one ever uses it anymore. So
a lot of that, no. It's really. I mean, multiculturalism has been good for Australia, but it is sad to see, like, we're such a young country anyway, so all those things that sort of, bemuse and befuddle everybody else.
That's what happens. Immigration, it's a brilliant thing, but words and languages and cultures just merge and
They just merge and watered down.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a bit sad, like, for any culture. But anyway, all right, your next one.
Okay.
Prezi.
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 As in a present, as a gift.
Absolutely. Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
Nice. I think we would use that one, Prezi. Yeah, I think we would use that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pussy Prezi.
Yeah. Sorry, did you just say what I think you said?
Pussy Prezi.
Pussy Prezi.
No, Chrissy Prezi.
Oh my word! I thought we were keeping it clean, and then I thought you were being filthy again.
No.
Okay.
I've not been filthy. I've not been filthy at all, which is
honestly
surprising.
It's PG. Right, it's a PG channel.
It is. Your next word is rego.
Rego.
Yep.
Would you be talking about a registration plate for a car?
Not exactly, but you're definitely on the right track. It's just what we call car registration. So when we get the notice from the relevant authority in each state, it's like, oh, I've got to pay my rego.
Your tax. Like your car tax.
Yeah, not the actual plates, it's just the charge that we get. We just call it rego.
Okay. I would assume it's like I would assume it's your car tax and things like that then. Do you have car tax or road tax?
Well, that's what rego is.
Okay. You
pay a fee to have your car registered. In Victoria, part of it also goes to the mandatory third party cover. Yep. And part of it goes to the TAC, which is the Transport Accident Commission. So in Victoria, I don't know about other states, but in Victoria, so when we pay our rego, part of it is going towards funding to pay for victims of road accidents that aren't covered under any other sort of insurance.
Oh, okay.
So if someone T-boned you and you went to hospital as a result of that accident, you'd make a claim to TAC.
That's your insurance. Do you not have insurance?
Yeah. That's separate.
But surely that's covered in your insurance.
No. In your car insurance, you're insured against liability if you have an accident. And it's just the car damage. It's not the person.
See, I'm sure if anyone's from the UK, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have separate insurance. So, for example, you'd either go for third party or you'd go for comprehensive. Comprehensive would definitely cover everything. I'm sure it would cover your physical damage if you get hurt.
Here we have third party, fire and theft.
Yeah.
And we have comprehensive. But
maybe I'm wrong. I don't often admit it, but maybe I'm wrong and maybe I'm getting confused.
The component of our car registration that goes to the TAC, it's like a safety net, I guess, so that if the person who suffers injuries hasn't got any other form of recourse to, help to pay for their recovery or
Because
whatever.
you have to pay for recovery, don't you? You have to pay for your hospitals,
well,
right?
you can go public, but that's what the TAC is there for. It's so that people don't get left behind. Like some idiot runs into them, ruins their life overnight, and then all of a sudden, they've got life-changing things that they need that they can't afford or their insurance doesn't cover. So TAC is there as that safety net.
I'm just trying to think if we've got similar, or if I don't know. We might have similar, and I can't even think.
So I mean, this is just in Victoria where I live. I mean, I think generally around Australia we call rego, but what the actual components of the payment are, I can only speak of as a Victorian.
Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, maybe someone in the comments can tell us, if you're in New South Wales or Queensland, South Australia, don't forget Tasmania.
Don't forget Tasmania.
Yeah.
Tasmania's great.
Yeah, Tasmania is great. I'd go there in a heartbeat. Anyway, moving right along. What are we up to? All right, there we go. We're nearly finished this one. This is a and/or. Both mean the same thing. Rally or rallo? Rally.
Rello.
Not rally. Rally and rallo.
No idea.
Your relatives.
Oh, now you've said it. It's obvious. Your relatives. It's annoying. As soon as it's said, I know. Yeah, it makes.
It's so obvious. All right, this one. I know you're against the habit, so you might not get the
Sorry,
rest.
do filthy smoking.
Rolly.
Oh, I know what a rolly is. It's when you have tobacco and you roll it up rather than an actual cigarette.
Yep.
Filth, don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. It's bad for you and bad for other people that are next to you. And today, I'll tell you another story. We're literally going over time that I wanted to do, but I pulled up at the traffic lights today, car next to me, and I saw she was having a rollie. And I pulled my window down. I knew she was going to chuck it out on the floor. She did.
Oh, that annoys.
And I said,
Yeah.
"Do you not have an ashtray in your car?" She says, "No." Oh, but you'll expect someone else to pick it up, will you? Someone else will pick it up. Yeah, that's makes me so.
All right, I'll tell you, I am a smoker.
Don't do it. It's bad for you.
But I'm a considerate smoker. When I have visitors at my house, I put my air condition on recycle so that it keeps refreshing the air in here, and I stand out in the kitchen and yell at people to have conversations. And new cars for quite some time now, they don't actually have an ashtray is not a standard accessory anymore.
There is only one considerate smoker that I've ever physically met, and it was on my trip to Krakow in Poland. And this woman actually carried a little purse with her that she can put her cigarettes in.
Yeah. I very rarely leave the house, so I don't have to carry anything with me, but I have my butt bucket in the car, and I have a clean butt bucket that, I can take at any time I need. It's my filthy habit. I don't see why anyone else should have to suffer for it. Except,
Good.
My online cat, the smoking pussy, it's just such a hook.
How many more have we got? How many more?
All right, you're on your last one for this one.
Last one. Okay, let's try and finish on a high.
Okay. Your word is sanger.
Banger or sanger?
Sanger, as in Sally Sanger.
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 Oh. Sanger. I have no idea. You'll tell me and I'll probably be like, yeah, of course it is.
Go on. In a sentence?
Go on, yeah, give it a try.
Alright, I was feeling a bit peckish, so I made myself a sanger.
Sandwich.
Absolutely! Ding, 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 ding.
Sandwich.
So, do you want to know how you went?
Go on then. See how many we got.
1, 2, 3, 4. You only got 5 wrong. So, and I think this one actually goes a couple over 20.
I'll take that. But yeah, I'm happy with that one. I'm interested to know if, like we were almost getting at, I'm interested to know if people watching this are from different regions of Australia that actually wouldn't use any of them or wouldn't have heard of any of them.
There are some, when you get into idioms, that, like in Queensland, for example, when you go to the fish and chip shop, they call potato cakes potato scallop.
I don't even know if we. Do you mean like hash browns?
No, not hash browns.
We'll get onto that one when we get to that video, I think.
And then you've got
we can explain it a bit
differently. Well, in Victoria we have a milk bar, but in South Australia they call it the deli.
A sandwich shop.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Oh.
See, we have a milk bar, which is your old. Not that they're around anymore because they've all been put out of business. But you'd have like the local corner shop. In Victoria, we call it a milk bar. It sells newspapers, lollies for the kids,
ice
like
cream,
milk
shop,
bread, that sort of thing. Or in South Australia, they call that the deli. Which, I mean, it's not exactly a milk bar either, but deli to me thinks sliced meats.
Yeah, yes, yeah. The deli at a supermarket is where you get the meats from.
Yeah.
Well,
but it is all different around it.
I think I did quite well. I'm pleased with my performance. Some were quite tricky actually, until I heard what they actually were. Some we have the same as well. Whether or not we really use them or not is another matter, but we do have the sayings over here. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Loki, thank you for helping me out with the video and supplying me with the different words as well. If you did enjoy the video, guys, make sure you like it. If you didn't enjoy it, you're welcome to dislike it. And make sure you subscribe, and I will catch you next time.